Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. This is a vlog channel for vlogginess purposes, and today I'm just going to tell you about the time that I had to change 2 tires in 1 month. So clearly everybody hates changing tires, right? And I'd never done it at this point. I was going to an amusement park with a friend, so he was sitting right here next to me, and I have really old tires, like the tread's wearing out on them, and I guess we didn't realize that before I left. And so it's about 45 minutes drive from my house, so we were driving out there, and we can see, like, you can see like all the roller coasters and stuff. You can sticking up above the trees. We're that close. We're about to get off our exit, and we go over this bump, like a vroom, vroom, and you hear this pop, 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 and then the car is running like, and so if you've ever been in a car where a tire burst, that's kind of what happens. And so, like, it's not just this tire is flat. This tire literally exploded, and so had to pull over off to the side of the road. I'm actually getting off at our exit. I have no idea what to do with my life at this point, because I call my dad, and he like talks me through it. He tells me to get the jack out of the trunk of my car, and so I found that. And so I'm on the phone with my dad, and my friend who was in the car with me was changing the tire for me. So I was telling him everything my dad told him to do, like how to lift the jack, like how to lift the car up using the jack and everything. Then we had to get out the spare tire from the back, and my trunk is absolutely filled with crap. There's like a blanket, there's trash, I think I had a pair of shoes back there. Yeah, it wasn't a fun time at all. The spare tire is underneath the like carpeting in the trunk, so we have to take everything out and put it into the back seat. Now my back seat is dirty as all heck, filled with random crap, and so I get done with all this nonsense, and so we put the tire on, and you have to unscrew everything, then you have to take the tire off, then you have to put the new one on, screw it tight, and then lower the jack down, and then tighten it up. And so we put on this entire spare tire, and then we go on and we go to the amusement park, because we're already there. We already spent like $3-4 in gas getting there at least. So we go, we have a good time. Then I realized you can only go like 55 miles an hour on this tire. It's not rated for any higher than that. And so my genius idea was, rather than put my hazards on and just go in the highway like the way we would normally go home, I tell my GPS to avoid all highways. That was a bad idea. The GPS took us through bad parts of town. And we have, first of all, the 3 remaining tires still are bad, and then the other one is like thin and a really weak tire. It's not designed. So if we went over a bump in a bad neighborhood, we would be in trouble from our parents. My dad was like, "Oh, you probably shouldn't have done that." And I'm like, okay, well, it's too late now. That was the first time that I actually had to change the tire ever. And then later that month, I had to do it again, and I'll tell you that story when I come back. I'm going in to get the pizza now. I got the pizzas. Pizza! Pizza! second time I had to change a tire in that month. I actually haven't since. So this was last summer. I haven't since then. I was going to a lake. We were having a boat day out on the lake. So 4 people, including myself, were in the car. And I'm driving out to the lake, and I make a wrong turn, and it turns into a gravel road. And now, where I live, you kind of expect some roads to be gravel. So you just kind of expect, I didn't remember, I had been there like once, I'd never driven out there. It was long before I started driving. I didn't remember it being a gravel road. I was kind of suspicious, but there was nothing I could do. So I was just like going, and then I hit this ginormous pothole. Like, it's kind of like that thing that goes vroom, like vroom. The entire car was jumping around. And you know, I'm driving people, so obviously they had to make fun of me for that. So you can basically not see this pothole at all because it's a gravel road. So there's nothing I can do about that. And so I keep driving. I don't remember it being this far from the road, from the highway. And so I finally just look it up and realize, oh my gosh, I turned left when I should have turned right. And so I was really ticked off. And so I had to turn around. And we had gone like 7 or 8 miles out of the way. Yeah, I mean, totally my fault. Not a huge deal. And then so, but on the way back, I'm like this. I'm watching for that pothole because I'm not gonna. And we hit it again. Like, it is, like, I can't even stress how terrible this pothole is. I mean, if I was the type to complain to the government about potholes and things like that, I would have called. But I didn't care enough. So, plus it's a gravel road. What are they gonna do? I guess put more gravel in it, but that doesn't fix the problem. That just delays the consequences of the problem. Anyway, so I hit the pothole again. In like a couple 100 feet, it's gonna not be gravel anymore. And so you can kind of feel the car shaking, kind of like it did. But it's on gravel, so you can hardly tell that it's any different. What we did was, once I got off the gravel road, my car is still going like basically what I did was, I pulled over and was like, please don't tell me I had another tire burst. And I did. I totally just... So I look back there, and it's that tire back there, and I had to change it again. So we were meeting people at the lake. So I had to ask one of the people that was in my car, hey, can you call up these people that we're meeting and say, yeah, this is really embarrassing, but we ran over a pothole and we have to change the tire now. And so so we do that, and I know how to change the tire now. I just call my dad to like let him know that, oh hey, I had to change another tire, blah 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 blah, we're gonna have to get a new tire. And so he's like, that is an actual reaction that he gave me over the phone. And so he's just like, okay, whatever, just change the tire and drive carefully on your way home. And that's all I did. And, you know, I'm changing the tire at this point, and I got people in the car who think they're smarter than me, even though they've never changed a tire. They're trying to tell me how to do it, and I'm like, I literally walked someone through this 2 weeks ago, so don't even start with me right now. Because, you know, I'm just ticked off. It didn't ruin the day or anything. It was just really annoying, especially twice in a row, like, in that month. So yeah, it was pretty awful. This time I was smart enough though. I was smart enough to go on the highway and just put my hazards on and stay in the right lane and go 55. If you enjoyed this video, why not give it a thumbs up? Maybe share it on social media because you want to lose some friends and be like, why did he share this video? It's a good way to get rid of friends. Like, you know, give me more views. You get to clean out your friends list a little bit. Maybe send it to that one person that always comments on your posts, like, or tag them in it. And they're like, why didn't he tag me in this? This guy's an idiot. So do that. Share it with that guy. Anyway, if you want more, I don't know, subscribe, follow me on Instagram. I don't know. It's your life. You know what to do.